The time has come where we need to change some things around the apartment. It's been 5.5 months since we moved to this apartment, and we've been kind of slow when it comes to decorating it. We like to take our time. I feel like it's important to live in a place for a few months before you start wanting to change everything. I feel like first you really need to understand what are your necessities, what are the apartment's necessities. At least in our experience, it's been like this. I feel like in our first apartment together, we were so quick in getting everything that eventually we ended up having a lot of furniture that we actually didn't really need and didn't really like. And so we've been taking our time with this one. And so we're trying to figure out exactly what we can do with the space that we have and figure out exactly what type of furniture would fit better in each room. We already had a bunch of furniture from our previous apartment, and so when we moved to this one, we didn't need to buy a lot of stuff. Now that we've been living here for the past 5.5 months, we are starting to feel that yes, some of the furniture that we have actually feels and fits really well in this apartment, but there's also some that don't really make sense in this new space, which totally makes sense because this apartment is actually slightly bigger than our previous one. When we lived in a smaller space, we had to be more creative when it came to storage. We had to buy multifunctional furniture most of the time. For example, our bed is this Malm bed from IKEA. It has drawers, which is great if you need extra storage. But I never really actually liked the design. For me, it's too square, if that makes sense. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great bed and it really served its purpose especially when we lived in the studio apartment and we didn't really have storage at all. And now in this slightly bigger room, I feel like we could actually get a slightly bigger bed. I feel like I always had this idea that because I'm renting a space and I do not own it, I never really put much thought into properly decorated. And so I'm trying to change this mindset that I have. Just because I don't own the place doesn't mean I cannot make it feel as my own, if that makes sense. I mean, because at the end of the day, I'm the one that lives here. Really so cold in here. We're thinking about going to this secondhand store here in Berlin. I've seen some pictures on Google and I don't know, I think it's gonna be kind of like a hit or miss. But yeah, I'm excited to go there because we need to get some stuff for the apartment. For example, we don't have any dining chairs at the moment. We also need like a side table to put next to our sofa. We also want to get a bunch of different picture frames so that we can hang stuff on the walls. We have a bunch of things that we want to hang, but we just don't have any frames. I don't know, we're trying to get all of these things secondhand. We've been trying to search for vintage or thrift shops. Except for the dining chairs, we're not really in a rush to get these things. I mean, it would be great if we could find everything this weekend, but I'm not really hopeful that that's gonna happen because, I don't know, thrifting is always so random. But I don't know, let's see. So the store turned out to be very overwhelming, but also smaller than we thought. I ended up not getting a lot of footage inside because there were a lot of kids running around and crying, and I don't know, the whole experience was pretty bad, so we ended up leaving the place. This was probably not the best day for us to come, as we were already expecting most of the stuff there wasn't really our taste. It was very early 2000s, so we went back home and called it a day. Then the next day we went out for a walk and decided to go to the flea market in Mauerpark, which is definitely not the cheapest flea market, but it's nice to go there every now and then, especially if the weather is good. They have a lot of independent artists there, and so I usually like to go there to see the prints. And this time we were also looking for vintage picture frames. They had really cool picture frames there, but they were all ridiculously expensive, so we didn't get any. My flea market experience here in Germany has been a little strange to me because it seems like haggling is not a common practice here. At least in my experience, people haven't really been that receptive. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, or maybe I'm just going to the wrong places. If you are from Berlin, please let me know what are the best flea markets around here with cool stuff at affordable prices. Please and thank you. It would be great to know all of your suggestions. Good morning. Today we're gonna spend most of the day, or at least a big chunk of it, changing this bedroom. A couple of weeks ago, we ordered a new bed, which arrived last week. We've been wanting to order a slightly bigger bed for a long time, and today our new mattress will be arriving early in the afternoon, hopefully. I'm really excited about this because our current mattress is so bad. It's very old. It's like this foam mattress and it kind of lost a little bit of its shape. We are actually going to be throwing it away, and so I'm just very excited that we're finally getting a new mattress, and hopefully I'm gonna be able to sleep better because, yeah, my sleep is messed up. Not only because of the bed, but I think having a more comfortable bed, it's definitely gonna help me. So yeah, I'm gonna start disassembling this bed. So the room isn't fully finished yet. It definitely still needs some styling and some decor, but I really love how everything turned out. I think it was a really smart decision to switch the bed to the other side of the wall and put the chest of drawers in front of it. The room right now feels so much more spacious and cozy. It's so comfortable to sleep in here now. But yeah, like I said, it still feels a little incomplete. The walls are really bare, and I would like to hang maybe a couple of paintings or some prints, but I'm not really gonna do that for now because those things cost money and we already spent so much of it on the new mattress. Me and Zay have been wanting this bed frame for a really long time, so when we saw that it was on sale, 50% off, we decided to get it. I think it looks really good and cozy, and it works really well with our vintage bedside tables. The cabinet over there is temporary. It definitely feels a little bit out of place in here. This is where we store our linens, and it used to be in the hallway, but it took up so much space in there that we decided to bring it to the bedroom for a while until we figure out exactly what we're gonna do with it, because this is definitely a cabinet that works best in a living room or office setting. We eventually would like to have a wardrobe, a proper wardrobe over there. But yeah, it's definitely not finished, but it looks so much better now.